everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 885 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm going to be trying out one of the products I picked up in my little Ulta haul that I did. I'll have my unboxing video of my Ulta haul that I did recently linked in the description down below if you want to see all of the products I picked up from Ulta that I ended up paying only about $3 out of pocket for. I'm just so excited about that. But so this is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Anti-Red Primer, the No More Red, smoothing with hemp oil. So this is a new product, I believe, and it cost $8 on Ulta. But it's funny, I was looking this up online and I saw a different green primer from Catrice. And at first I thought it was this primer that I got, and it has really bad ratings. That one is called the Correct My Red, and it seriously looks exactly like this primer, so easy mistake. But it kind of seems to me like, since that green primer that Catrice already made was so poorly rated that they came out with this new version. The other green one, a lot of the reviews said that it had way too much green color to it. People were saying that they just looked like a zombie or they look like Kermit. So this one says that it has more of a subtle green tint, which I'm like, thank goodness, because if I was covered in green, that would be such a failure. But like I have mentioned so many times on my channel, one of my major skin concerns is the redness in my skin. And it even will often show through my foundations, but green color correcting really does help me. But it's a lot of extra work, I feel like, to go in and do the color correcting. But when it's right in my primer, that just makes it so much easier. So I'm really hopeful that this will help me. I also love that it's supposed to be calming for the skin, because my skin gets very inflamed and irritated very easily. So this is cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free, and alcohol-free. So it has the little squeezy tube, and let me start out by just applying it to one half of my face so then we can see the difference. So it definitely looks very green when I first squeeze it out. So let's see some magic happen to the redness in my cheeks. It has a creamy lotion feel to it. Okay, and you can see as I'm blending it out, it's not really leaving a green cast on my skin. I mean, maybe just a slight green hue, but it's super subtle. So, okay, I'm relieved about that. And it does blend out really nicely. I feel like a little goes a long way, especially if you don't want to leave too much green on your skin. But I really like the feel of it. It does feel super hydrating. Okay, so now that I have it on half of my face, you can definitely see a bit more of that green tint, but let's see. Does it look like there's less redness? Honestly, not really. I think my cheeks look the exact same amount of red. It's just kind of the rest of my skin that looks green. Maybe I'll take a tiny bit more to put over the redness on my cheek, and then I'll apply foundation and we'll see if that helped, and I'll keep the green only to one half of my face so that we can really see the difference. Oh no. I feel like that still didn't do anything. I kind of want to leave a little bit of green on the skin. You know what? Maybe this actually needs more green to it. The other green primer had too much green. This one I feel like doesn't quite have enough. But I like the feel of this primer. And it didn't really call out pore minimizing, but the difference between the pores on my cheeks and nose with the primer versus without it is a dramatic difference. This really, really smoothed out my pores. So I love that. Wow, I'm actually really shocked on how smoothed out my pores look. So even if this turns out to just be like a really great hydrating pore smoothing primer and it doesn't quite cancel out my redness, I'll still be really excited about that. But okay, as usual when I try out a primer, I use my e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation. And so I am going to apply that all over my face, and then we can see how this primer looks underneath the makeup. So kind of the point of color correcting is to help neutralize under makeup. So you're not really expected to just wear green on your face. It's supposed to neutralize underneath the foundation. But I have actually gotten some really great color correcting primers and concealers from the Dollar Tree. LA Colors makes some really good ones. So you can see now that I am applying the foundation, you can't see the green. I'm really liking how the foundation is looking on top of this, just as a smoothing, hydrating primer. Like seriously, it looks fantastic on top of the pores. But there is just as much redness on my cheeks as usual. And I am bummed about that because like I was saying, I really try and reduce the redness, and this is not giving me the result that I had hoped for. I'll go ahead and apply the foundation to the other side of my face like normal, just to really see if there's any difference. If I had the other Catrice green primer and this one, I would mix the two together. I feel like that would give the perfect amount of green color and redness cancellation. I would probably end up having to use my green color correcting concealer with this primer to really get the amount of redness, coverage, cancellation that I want. Okay, how is this even possible? I put way less foundation, because I still have a lot left on my hand, on this half of my face, and it almost looks like there is less redness on this side of my face. Yeah, I'm so bummed that this didn't reduce the redness. I feel like I can confidently say it really made no difference in the redness in my skin. But it did give a beautiful base. I can definitely see more of a smooth texture, a little bit more glow and hydration to the side of my face with the green primer versus without it. There's also a little bit more dryness on the side without the primer. So this is a really nice primer just as far as smoothing out the skin, hydrating, just creating a perfect base for foundation. It clearly didn't reduce redness because the amount of redness looks basically exactly the same with the green primer versus without it. But since it made my skin look so smooth and hydrated, I have to say I like this primer. So at least it wasn't a complete fail, because I still am really happy with the finished results. I'm gonna have to find another way to cover up these rosy cheeks. If you have any tips on how you reduce the appearance of the redness in your skin, any color correcting tips or products that you love, let me know in the comments down below, because I really want to try that out. But I can't stop looking at my skin in the mirror and just being very, very impressed with how smooth and glowy it's looking. So I will still use this primer because it is a great base. Well, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.